Hi, I'm John, and this is a product spotlight. Today we have a passenger car from Atlas to look at, so let's head over to the workbench. So here's what we're looking at today. This is an HO scale 10-1-2 Pullman sleeper. This comes from Atlas, and it's in their Master Series. Looking at Atlas's website, they have a whole bunch of these listed. The decorated and undecorated all go for $89.95. Now, that being said, I'm going to qualify that statement by telling you that if you shop around, you'll find it for less, because $89.95 is the manufacturer's suggested retail price. This one happens to be decorated for Union Pacific as the Lake Sibley. They also have the Lake Livingston and Lake Caillou. As always, your best bet is to go to the Atlas website and see if they have the one you're looking for, because they do have a lot of these listed. So looking at this side, you can see that there's quite a lot of interesting detail visible on the bottom. That's visible when you're viewing it from the side, and we'll look at that when we look at the bottom in detail. But I do want to point out that there's a fully decorated interior inside there. You can see there's little seats and stuff. You can see that the hallway is right here behind this wall. Now, there's quite a lot to look at on this model, and I should mention that the paint on it is excellent. The separation lines between the gray, red, and yellow are all crisp and good looking. There are little separately applied grabs here next to the doors that are very finely rendered. They look very much to scale. It almost looks like the doors should open. They don't, but it looks like they should. That's how good the treatment is. I think these doors are probably separately applied parts that get pushed in from the inside. It looks really good. Looking at this end of the model, you can see that the vestibule is actually pretty deep. It goes in there pretty far. And then also, these are working diaphragms, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can tell, but this looks like a steam line up here. There's another separately applied grab down here. And then this is, in fact, a knuckle coupler. I wasn't really planning to show you this angle of this end, but I did notice that there's some cool detail up in this area of the roof. Looks like there's a little fan right there. That's pretty cool. And then on this side, you can see that there's also these separately applied grabs. Now, I wanted to show you this side separately to show you that the contouring of the roof line is different, right, on each side. Also, you can see, if you're paying attention, there's a lot of different detail visible on this side. I really like the fact that they put different stuff on each side. Sometimes on cars like this, especially low-end cars or older cars, it's just a bunch of sort of nondescript boxes under the car. And quite often they look the same on both sides because they don't bother to do any checking on what the prototypes have. That's not the case with this model. I'm going to just show you a quick look at the other end here. And since we're going all the way around the car, we'll take a brief look at this end from this angle as well. And we'll also note that the vestibule in this end is also, I don't know, about 3/4 of an inch deep. Pretty cool. Now, I wanted to show you the roof just to demonstrate that the contouring of each side is different. On this side, it goes down here, right? On this end, both sides of the roof go down about in the same place. But over here, you can see that it goes down much sooner than it does over here. So that's one of those things where if you're paying attention, you'll notice that it's not just a uniform roof all the way across. And how about all that separately applied detail? Not only do we have these miscellaneous boxes and reservoirs and tubes and cylinders and all that stuff, but in addition to that, you have steam lines and brake detail under here. Some of the brake detail is even under these beams that go all the way across. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of stuff to look at. And then since we have the model up on its side like this, I should mention that these are metal wheels and body-mounted knuckle couplers. This is a really cool model. Sometimes when you're lucky, you'll be out rail fanning and you'll see a locomotive go by with a few cars like this. In some cases, you might even see a locomotive go by with just one car like this. That's what I'm going to do. Next time I have a chance, I'm going to run this car with one of my Union Pacific modern locomotives, and that'll look cool. And I'll just say, hey, it's an officer special.